So the first thing we're going to do is our number 11 routine. You'll need a tennis ball or baseball or even a foam roller. I'm going to show you variations on each one of those. First exercise we're going to work on is the IT band. All right, so we're going to roll out the IT band. It's going to be right side of the kneecap up to the hip flexor. I'll show you different variations on each one of them while you're doing the exercise. For me, I'm going to start off with a foam roller. Lay the foam roller all the way down the ground. We'll be on my right leg, right elbow down. Put the foam roller on the mid part of the outside part of my thigh. Left hand just uses as a reference point. And I'm going to go all the way down to the hip flexor and come all the way up to the top of the knee. If I find a sticking spot, that means a tight spot inside the thigh. I'm going to do mini rolls on that spot. Like for me right here is where I feel a little tight spot. I'm going to do 10 mini rolls and then roll it back out for about 10 reps, okay? So while you're doing that, on your right leg, I'm gonna show you if you have a tennis ball or baseball, the same thing. Baseball, yet again, put it down on the ground, find that mid part of that thigh, do the exact same thing, and just do mini rolls as much as you can on the outside part of that IT band. All right, as soon as you get done with the right leg, just flip it over, move over to the left leg, do the exact same thing. Find the mid part, the outside part of that IT band, trying to raise that left foot or the same foot off the ground. Offset foot is just a reference point, just trying to give you a little bit of balance, rotating all the way up and down. If I find a sticking spot, mini rolls on that sticking spot. Do about 10 reps on each leg. All right, when I get done with that, I'm gonna go back to the foam roller. I'll come back to the baseball or tennis ball here in a minute. All right, so now I'm gonna work on the quad. So if I'm rolling out my quad, it's the top part of the kneecap all the way up to the top of the hip. Yet again, find the mid part of the thigh. I'm if I'm rolling out my right side, I'm gonna take the foam roller all the way out to the right. Almost getting to a stabilizing position. My offset leg just kind of out for balance. My same leg, my right leg is going to be off the ground, doing rolls all the way to the top of the knee, all the way down to the hip. Doing about 10 reps. If I find a sticking spot, mini rolls on that sticking spot. You don't want to go super fast. About 10 reps on each leg. As you finish that one up, show you with the tennis ball or baseball variation. Yet again, same thing. I'm gonna find the mid part of that thigh. I'm gonna be honest, with a baseball or tennis ball, it's a little bit tougher. I'm gonna get to that deep tissue. My offset leg, so my right leg is out, left leg is about mid thigh. Find sticking spots, doing mini rolls on those sticking spots. Again, about 10 reps on each leg there. All right, the next thing is going to be, you're going to roll out your glute. For you, it's probably you best know it as your butt. Show you with the foam roller here in a minute. It's probably better with the baseball, tennis ball, lacrosse ball, whatever you have. All right, so laying down. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put the right butt cheek on top of the tennis ball, baseball, and literally as soon as you do that, you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure right there, especially if you've been doing some of the squats and the exercises we've done here lately. It's gonna be a little bit tight. All right, all you're gonna do is roll up and back and try to find those sticking spots. Probably for most of y'all, it's gonna be closer to the lower back. So as soon as you find those spots, kind of go side to side, mini rolls, wherever you're at. If you need to, kind of lean a little bit one way or another to get some of the rolls right there on a different part of on the glute. All right, so left side, I'm gonna show you the foam roller yet again. If I'm on the left side, move the foam roller all the way over to the left. Yet again, put my butt cheek right on that foam roller, elevate the leg just a little bit, and we'll roll out on the glute. you don't feel much, kind of turn it into the foam roller or to the baseball a little bit more. All right, about 10 rolls there. All right, one more. Then we'll kind of go from there. Again, I'll show you with the foam roller first. I'll move over to the baseball and tennis ball. All right, so we're gonna work on the calf. A couple things on the calf. There's gonna be a couple of different variations I'm gonna show you. Find the mid part of the calf. All right, first things first, we're gonna elevate the butt off the ground. We'll do 10 mini rolls here. Now, for most of you probably won't feel a whole lot there. So to help out, add a little bit of resistance, add the offset leg up on top of it. Going all the way down to the Achilles, all the way right behind the knee. You find sticking spots, mini rolls right there. Now, if you're not feeling much from there, take your foot, turn it one way, usually to the outside to start off with. You should feel a little bit of pressure there. And then try to turn the foot to the inside. Same thing. Yet again, if you're not feeling much out of either one of those, add resistance, offset leg on top. Should feel a little bit of pressure on that calf. All right, after you do about 10 rolls on that one, move over to the left side. I'm gonna show you with the baseball. Same deal. All right, so got my left foot, left calf on top, elevate the butt just a little bit. Doing rolls all the way down to the Achilles, right behind the knee. If I need to, I'm gonna tilt the foot one way or another. Maybe I'm going to the outside to start off with. A little bit more pressure there. And then tilt it to the inside, a few more. You should feel a little bit of pressure right below the Achilles, or right at the Achilles. Doing 10 mini rolls there. Okay. All right. So for right now, that's all we're gonna do with the foam roller baseball. We'll come back to this stuff. I'm gonna post something on YouTube probably today or tomorrow, and kind of have some stuff for you to do from there, especially with the upper body. All right, the next part. So I'm going to have my legs up, hands out to the side, cross the legs. I'll show you the front view for first couple reps on both sides. I'm gonna relax the upper back against the ground. I'm gonna take my knees, I'm gonna stack them, I'm gonna go all the way over to the right side and hold. Knees are off the ground, just trying to loosen up the lower back. Then we'll come back to neutral and then go to the left. Knees barely off the ground. All right, back to neutral, to the right, neutral, left. All right, going back to the neutral side, going to the right, middle, hold here, and then going to the left. All right, middle, right, and middle, left. And relax. All right, the next thing is going to be a rollover to V-sit. So it's an old baseball stretch. See a lot of baseball teams do this. Trying to loosen up the lower back and also work on a little bit of the hamstring. I'll show you the side view first, and I'll go to the front for the last couple. I'm doing 8 total reps. So from here, I'm going to take my hands out to the side. I'm going to roll my legs all the way back behind my head. And as I come up, my feet are going to go out to the V. I'm going to stretch out just like your old hamstring stretch. So watch me on the first one if you don't know what I'm talking about. Like I'll follow along from there. Take my hands out to the side, legs go back. As I come up, V, stretching out the hamstrings. Relax for a second, then come back, do it again. That's rep 2. All right, going back. 3. And back. 4. Back. 5. Going back. 6. All right, back. 7. And back for 8. And relax out of that. All right, next one. Probably one of my favorite stretches, and we do this quite a bit. The frog stretch, okay, trying to open up the hips, a little bit of the hip flexors. Start off in a 6-point stance. We're going to take the knees out wide without hurting. Take your toes out, flaring them out. We'll start on our hands first. I'm going to do 2 reps facing you and 2 reps to the side so you can see both. Then we'll get down on the elbows after that. So my hands are on the ground, my fingers are facing forward, my knees are out wide, my toes are out wide. All I'm going to do is drive my butt back towards my heels, bending the elbows. I'm going to hold here for about a 3 count. And then relax. All right, go back. Relax. All right. Knees out, toes out. Keep driving the butt back. Relax. And back. Relax. All right, from here, drop down to your elbows. Do 4 more reps, this time just on the elbows. All right, drive them back. Relax. And back. Relax. 2 more. Back. Relax. Last one. Back. And relax. Now, how to get out of this? I'm going to take 1 toe. I'm going to turn it to neutral state. So my heel is up. Driving the knee towards my body to slowly get out of it. Obviously, you don't want to get out of that pretty fast. Probably hurt yourself. All right, the next one we're going to do is hip circles. Still working on the hips, trying to open up the hips a little bit. It's one of the tightest parts of the body. So we're going to start off in a 6-point stance. All right, we're going to do hip circles forward. So I'm going to start off on my left side. I'm going to drive my left knee towards my elbow and then kick back. So driving the knee up towards the elbow, towards my torso, and then kicking it back. I'm going to do 10 reps forward on each leg. And then I'll go 10 reps backwards on each leg after I get done with my forward reps. Ten reps forward on my right side now. As soon as I get done my 10 reps forward, I'm going backwards. So to go backwards, I'm going to drive the knee up towards the elbow, rotate it back, and kick back. Up towards the elbow, rotate it back, and kick back. 10 reps back. I'm going to my right side after that. Up towards the elbow, rotate it back, kick back. All right, we get done with that. We're going to move on to mountain climbers. We're going to do slow reps, 10 total reps. I'm not going super fast on this. It's not a conditioning exercise. It's just, yet again, to loosen up the hips a little bit. So left foot forward, both hands to the inside. I'm going to show you the first 5 reps straight first, and then the last 5 back to the side. All right, so my back leg, my right leg is back. It's locked out, both hands to the inside. We're going to hold here. This is rep 1. And then 2, I'm going to switch my legs, making sure both my hands are equal to my front foot. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. All right. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to go to our Isaac squat. It's just a lateral lunge. All right, we're going to try to get our heel down, toe up as we go down. So go to the right side first, then come over to the left side. All right, so feet pretty close together, not touching. Okay. Going to the right side first. I'm going down to the right, lateral lunge, heel down, toe up, spine straight. Explode off that leg, get back to the middle. Then we're going to the left side. Heel down, toe up, explode up, then going back to the right. Heel down, toe up, explode up to the left, and up, right, up, left, up, right, and up, left. You got one more on each side. Up, right, up, left. And back to the middle and relax. All right, IT band stretch. Okay, so 2 different ways we're going to do this. Start off on the ground. Take the right foot, put on top of the left knee. Hands are next to your butt. Yet again, for the first part of this, I'll show you straight ahead and go to the side for the next part. All right, so right ankle on top of the left knee, hands close to your butt. All you're going to do from here is bring your left foot as close to your butt as possible. You should feel the stretch right through here, okay? So bring it in there until you feel that stretch. We'll hold here for about 8 count or so. All right, after that, you're gonna go reach around the kneecap with both hands, the left kneecap, lean back so that your shoulder blades are on the ground, head goes to the ground. Try to bring that left knee towards your chest. All right, go ahead and get out of that. All right, so now we're going to the left side. So taking the left ankle on top of the right knee. Okay, hands close to your butt. Bring that right knee in until you feel the stretch right to the outside part of your left leg. Hold here for about an 8 count. Okay, wrap around the knee and then lean back. Shoulder blade on the ground, head on the ground. All right, and relax out of that. Okay, last one we're going to do here before we go to our next part. So I'm going to take my left knee up, my right leg is back. I'm going to grab my right hand, grab my foot, with the right foot here. And all I'm going to do is use my left hand as just a little bit of balance. I'm going to lean into that leg. So now I'm working on not just the hip flexor, but also the quad on the right leg. I'm going to hold here. I'm going to relax out of that for just a second. All right, we're going to do this for about 3 reps. I'll lean in, hold it. All right, relax. You got 1 more. All right, lean in. And relax. All right, moving over to the other side. So left knee down, right knee is up. Okay, taking my left hand, grabbing the left foot, right hand on the right knee just to give a little bit of balance. From here, lean into the stretch. And relax. That's 1. All right, lean in. Relax. That's 2. Last 1. Lean in. And relax for 3. All right, so that's the first part of our mobility series. A couple things. Go ahead and get some water if you need it. Also, some of y'all's mics are still on, and it's a lot of feedback. So if you don't have your mic off, turn it off. All right, make sure you get water. All right, next part we're going to do is our yoga. We're going to do our yoga sequence, and all that entails is going to be a variation of exercise, and we'll increase each week. Obviously, I got the news yesterday that we're out of school till whenever, August 20 or April 24th. So we'll figure it out. Coach T and I talked a little bit yesterday about it, and we'll kind of go from there. But if this is what we got to do, this is what we got to do. But we'll make sure that we increase each week on what we're doing. All right, so pretty basic today. Some of the stuff that we've done before in the past. We're going to add a few variations to a few things. But just kind of stay with me as we do it. Do the best you can. Some of this is going to be hard for a lot of y'all. All right, so just try the best you can. All right, so yoga series. The very first thing that we're going to do is kind of open up the hamstrings just a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to go to a neutral stance first. All right, just stand here. Now from here, you're going to take one leg out, or both legs out, outside of the shoulders, pretty wide. And a lot of times it's going to be for most of you just your basic hamstring stretch, but we do something a little bit different because I feel like you get a lot more out of what we're about to do. You're going to take your hands out to the side, go down in 90 degrees, and you're going to hold. So stick your butt back, legs should be locked. You're going to hold here, and then go all the way down and drive the head towards the ground. All right, from here, bend the knees to slightly get out of it, and then relax. You're going to do this 2 other times. So yet again, hands go out, going down to 90 degrees, hold here, and then all the way down. Slight bend in the knees to get out. One more rep. Hands go out, down to 90, all the way down. All right, slight bend to get out. Okay, this time we're just going to work on the right side and then move over to the left side. Same deal, hands go out. We'll start off going to 90. Now we're going to take both hands, move them over to the right side. Yet again, driving our head towards our knee. I can't touch the toes, touch the ankles, so you put your hand down on the ground, whatever you can do. All right, slight bend out of that knee to get out. All right, hands go out, 90. Now we're going to the left, same deal. Driving the head towards the knee. All right, slight bend to get out. Going back to the right side. Okay, so going to 90. Start off with both hands to the right, head to the knee. Slight bend, last one here. Hands go out, 90. All right, going to the left. Slight bend to get out. All right, next series that we're going to do this quite a bit. It's the sun salutations going right through this whole deal. So, feet are separated about shoulder length apart, okay, just like we did with the inchworm or how we've done it in the inchworm in the past, doing the same type of thing. We're going to start off with our hands going down all the way to the ground. We'll walk it out to plank. All right, from here, we're going to drive our head like we're going underneath the fence and drive up, chest off the ground, should be back on the toes. Hold here. All right, we're going to plank. And sticking our butt up in the air. Holding here, driving the heels towards the ground. Okay, now I want you to walk your hands back to your feet. Hold here for just a second. Slight bend to get out. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time and then add all our poses from that position. Okay, so yet again, going down, hands go to the ground. All right, walk it out to plank. All right, going to upward dog, so going underneath the fence, driving up. All right, plank, downward dog, butt comes up. Now from here, I want you to take your right leg, okay? Drive it all the way up as high as you can. Swing it through towards your hands and have your hands down next to, on each side of your foot, your right foot. Back leg is locked, front leg is locked. Runner's pose is what this is called, runner's pose. We're just holding this position. All right, from here, take your hands back towards the ground. Take that right foot back to plank. All right, going to upward dog, driving up. Going to plank, downward dog. All right, left leg comes up. All right, swinging it through towards our feet. From here, fingertips on the ground. Back leg is locked. Right leg is bent. Hands go back down. Drive that foot back to plank. All right, going up through warrior one, or going up to upward dog. Plank, downward dog. Now we're going to this thing called crescent pose. So take your right leg up. You're going to swing it through towards your hands. Going back to that runner's pose. So both hands down, locking out the back leg. Okay. Now from here, all you're going to do is take your hands and swing them up. And you're going to hold your hands up as high as you can, locking out the arms, keeping a good bend in the leg. Back leg is locked. So we're going to hold here. It's called crescent pose. All right, hands go back down. Okay. Back to plank. So take that right foot back. I'm going to try to show you this one straight ahead this time. Okay, so we're in plank position. Okay. We're going to upward dog. So driving underneath and up. Hold them here. All right, plank. Downward dog. All right, take your left foot up. All right, swing it through. Okay, fingertips down the ground, starting off in runner's pose. From here, hands go up. Yet again, my left leg is bent. My right leg is locked out in the back. Hands are up. Just focusing on breathing, keeping my balance. If you need to, separate your feet a little bit in your shoe or on the ground. Helps with balance a little bit. All right, hands go back down to runner's pose. Hands go down, back to plank. Okay. Going back to the sequence again. So upward dog. All right, plank. Downward dog. All right, right leg goes up. Swing it through. Fingertips down the ground. Now from here, you're going to take the back foot, so it should be your left foot. You're going to turn it out to about a 45-degree angle. All right, now everything else is the same, just like crescent pose. We're going to get back up into that position. The only difference is my back foot, my left foot is at about a 45-degree angle. It's called warrior one. So down in that lunge position, hands are up, hold them here. All right, hands go back down. All right, going back to plank. All right, and then going back to our same deal. So going underneath the fence, upward dog. All right, plank, downward dog. Take your left foot up in the air. All right, swing it through. Fingertips down the ground. You're going to turn that right toe out to about 45-degree angle. Coming up with our hands to warrior one. All right, back down. Good, hands go down. Plank. All right, upward dog. Plank. Downward dog. All right, right leg comes up. Swing it through. Fingertips on the outside part of that foot. Now, turn that left foot again out to that 45-degree angle. We're going to start off going up to warrior one just for a second. From here, we're going to turn our whole body to the open side. So towards our left leg, hands go out, still lunging with that right leg. This is called warrior two. You should feel it right through your hip flexor, inside part of your groin. Trying to keep that lunge the whole time. If it burns, let it burn a little bit. It'll be all right. All right, swing that arm back up to one. Back down. Going to plank. All right, going back through our sequence again. So upward dog. Plank. Downward dog. Left leg comes up. Swing it through. Fingertips down on the ground. All right, turn that right foot, about 45-degree angle. Starting off in warrior one, hands go up, keeping the spine straight. Lunging with that front leg. Hold here for just a second. Now we're going to open it up, put our hands out towards the right leg. Lean into that stretch. Going back up to one. Back down, runner's pose. It's a plank. Upward dog. All right, plank. Downward dog. All right, right leg goes up. All right, swing it through. Runner's pose. Turn the back foot. All right, starting off in one. Open it up to two. All right, from here, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to put it on your left knee. You're going to flip the right hand and lean back to really open up the oblique, the outside part of your abs. This is called reverse warrior. Still in that lunge position. All right, going back to two. Swing it up to one. And then back down. Runner's pose. Plank. All right, going back through our whole rotation again. All right, upward dog. Plank. Downward dog. All right, left leg up. Swing through. All right, should be in runner's pose. Turn the right foot to the outside, 45 degrees. Going up to warrior one. Hold here for just a second. Open it up to two. Hands go out. Now I'm going to flip the right palm, or the left palm, right hand goes down towards the right knee, and reach back. All right, going back to two, up to one, and back down. Runner's pose, plank. All right, got a couple more left. All right, upward dog. Plank. Downward dog. Right leg goes up. Swing it through. Turn the left foot 45 degrees. Going up to warrior one. Going to two. Reverse for just a second. Going back to two. Now from here, I want you to straighten out that front leg, okay? Bring your left foot in just a little bit, like 1 to 2 inches, okay? Now from here, I want you to take your right hand. All right, left hand's down, right hand, you're gonna reach out as far as you can. When you can't reach any further, you're gonna take that right hand to hopefully to the inside part of that floor. All right, if you can't, grab your ankle, your calf, try to reach down as far as you can. Take your left hand up and look up at your left hand, triangle pose. right, slide bend in the knee to get out of that. All right, now we're gonna reach back into 2. Up to 1. And then going back down, okay? Plank, upper dog, plank, downward dog. All right, left foot is going in the air. All right, swing it through, so runner's pose. Turn that back foot, 45-degree angle, coming up to warrior 1. Turning it to 2. Dropping that right hand, left hand goes back. Looking up at the left hand, reverse warrior. Going back to 2, straighten out that front leg, okay? Bring that right leg in just a little bit. All right, left hand is out, reaching out as far as you can, so you can't reach any further. Going down to the inside part of that foot. If you grab the ground, great. If not, calf or ankle. Right hand goes up. Look up at the right hand. All right, slight bend in the knee to get out. All right, hold here for just a second. Now hands go out, go back into that lunge to warrior 2. Swing it up to 1, and then back down, okay? All right, to plank. All right, this is gonna be the last one we're gonna do in this sequence, and we're gonna stretch out the calves at the very end. All right, so we're in plank, we're going to upward dog. All right, plank, downward dog. All right, right leg up. Swing it through. Runner's pose. All right, turn that back foot. Starting off in 1. Hold here for about a 3 count. All right, turn it to 2. Reverse warrior. All right, now we're gonna stay in 2. Now here's what I want you to do. Turn your torso towards me. You're gonna take your left elbow outside part of that right knee, okay? Both hands in prayer, and you're gonna kind of turn your body towards the right side, okay? Twisting almost in this triangle pose. All right, hands go back to plank or to runner's pose. Taking that right foot back to plank. All right, upper dog. All right, plank, downward dog. Left foot in the air. Swinging it through. Turn that back, that right foot. All right, up to 1. Turn it to 2. Reverse warrior for just a second. Back to 2. Okay. Taking the right elbow, left knee. Right, hands go to prayer. Just kind of turning. Turn your body to the left side as much as possible. All right, going to runner's pose. All right, foot goes back. All right, upper dog. All right, plank, downward dog. Now here's where we're going to stretch out the calves. Okay. So from here, all I want you to do, drive both heels towards the ground. All right. I want you to bend the right knee, putting a lot of pressure on that left side. Trying to stretch out your calf. All right, switch it. You're going to bend the left knee, keep the right one locked. All right, switch again, bend the right, keep the left one locked. And one more time, bend the left, keep the right one locked. All right, both feet locked to the ground. Okay, we're gonna end like we started. We bring our hands up towards our feet, locking out the legs. All right, slight bend to get out. All right. So yet again, that was our yoga sequence. We'll add some more week to week as we go. Okay. But overall, from what I could tell, looked like a good job.